Well, Spence Denny, you've been on a very interesting task this morning. You've gone out and found Australia's Psychic of the Year.
Yeah, the 2010 Psychic of the Year in Elisabeth Jensen, because as you'd be aware, the metaphysical world basically combines this weekend at the Wavell Showgrounds for their annual expo, and all sorts of things planned. But one of the speakers, one of the people holding a workshop is Adelaide-based Elisabeth Jensen.
So we took out the title?
Well, she's actually also the Vice President of the Australian Psychics Association, and it surprises me that there's something like 700 members of that association. So it's a burgeoning industry, there's no doubt about that.
And she would have known she was going to win, of course.
Well, I don't know. I guess she might have predicted that would happen at some stage in her career. She describes herself as a medical intuitive and a psychic medium. She comes from a nursing background, interestingly, and sort of chose this field some time ago because of personal experience. And so I went down with a little bit of trepidation for a reading, and found out that, she has an interesting area of expertise.
Well, my workshop this year at the Body Mind Psychic Expo is on Akashic Records and Akashic Records readings. Akashic Records are your soul records, what's happened in a past life, and those things affect you in this life.
Is this an area of expertise for you? Is this something you specialise in? Yes, I find
I'm very good at Akashic Records readings. Many years ago, I had an awakening with a psychic called Edgar Casey. You might have heard of him. He's a very famous psychic. He was very good at reading Akashic Records. He died in 1945. He came to visit me in a dream, and he said, "Now you understand." And I thought I understood, but I didn't, till a little bit later when I started also being able to read Akashic Records and people's soul records and life plan, things like that.
The sceptic would say, how do you know about the veracity of what your findings are?
Because yes, that's always a problem with past lives. Yes. I remember the first Body Mind and Psychic Expo I did, my daughter, who is now a medical doctor and a psychiatrist, and I was very nervous. She said, "Well, just do past life readings, Mum, because no one would have a clue what you were talking about, even if it's true or not." But in actual fact, past life readings do resonate with a person usually. Often they do. I do many readings. I do mediumship. I'm a very good psychic medium. I channel, and I channel angels and divinities. And yes, I also do past life readings. But before I was doing this, I was a registered nurse and community health nurse and midwife. And then when I study all the old myths about the goddess Isis, who I work with, I see she was a midwife and she did all the sort of things that I used to do too.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're all caring professions, aren't they?
Yes, that's right. So it's all tied up. And so, for instance, for you, I can see a lot of lives where you've been soldiers. And I can also... have you ever been to Vietnam, or were you connected up with Vietnam?
No. I have been a soldier.
Yeah.
But no, I was too young to serve in Vietnam.
Yes, yeah, but you were a soldier.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was a soldier for 9 years.
I can see you in a war, though. I can see you in a war and dying in a war. So it must have been 2 wars you've died in. 2 wars you've died in. I can see you in France, in Flanders, and you died there, and fighting, and you I think you're English in that one, and then I can see you with World War II, but you're doing something different there. I can see you in London, and I can see you writing. Yeah, you're a reporter in that one. You know, I can see you writing about the war.
Well, that's a surprise.
If I went back a long time, you're this strong. You come in as what I call a warrior, protector energy. Yeah, you're always out there to tell the truth and be a warrior and all those things.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure if I fall into the warrior category now.
Warrior it's just a term. It's just a term.
All right.
It's just a term I use. Like some people come in and they're the healer, and they always want to be healers and psychics and yeah.
Do you ever come across people? Do you ever meet people that you previously wouldn't have known, and immediately get a sense from them that they are somebody who really does have potentially quite strong psychic ability?
Yes.
What's that like when that happens to you?
Well, I run a psychic school, so I meet a lot of people who have got a lot of psychic ability.
I'm talking about sort of just in the general community. If you're out and about, it might be a social environment or something like that.
Well, I think I meet a lot of people who are more psychic, more intuitive than they ever admit.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then a lot of people just don't recognise their abilities, their intuitive abilities.
Does everybody have that ability to learn to do what you do?
Yes, but it's like being a great artist or a tennis player. Everyone's got some ability, everyone can learn, but great psychics and healers, you will look up their astrology charts and they were born at a certain time and date. And it's something that you're sort of born with, and then you can develop it a great deal or you can just let it go.
Right.
But everyone's got some natural ability.
Okay.
And everyone should learn. That's my thing, that everyone should learn to work intuitively, because with all the earth changes coming up, should I go and be here and there at this time? You have to learn to work with your intuition and then work with your angels and divinities, then you're always safe.
There we go. Elisabeth Jensen there, Psychic of the Year.